So yesterday we have started lesson chapter 9, Life of the Early Man. In this chapter we have studied about the early man from where they started developing. First of all, they have developed in Africa due to their favorable conditions, and after that they moved towards other area, that is Asia, Europe, America. So how we knows about them? We knows about them about we knows about them on the basis of their remains of object, fossils, tools that have been excavated from different part of the world by archaeologists. Most of the tools are made up of stones, and the period when the stone tools were used to known as the Stone Age. It is divided into three phases. Stone Age divided into three phases. Yesterday also we have discussed about all the three phases. First one is Paleolithic Age, second one is Mesolithic Age, and third one is Neolithic Age. We call it as a Old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, New Stone Age. And with the help of map, we can easily find the location, their area, where they live, and here it is given in the index Paleolithic sites. It is given in the map with showing triangles, Mesolithic age circles, and a square Neolithic age. So you can easily find all the places with the help of map. So in Paleolithic age, we have discussed the biggest invention is discovery of fire by rubbing two stones against each other. Fire provided them not only warmth in cold, but also safety from the wild animals. Moreover, he was able to roast food also with the help of fire, and it becomes tastier and softer. So, where we found the Paleolithic age period in India, it is at Bhimbetka, Hunsgi, and Kurnool. And after that, yesterday we are discussing about the Mesolithic age. Here the stones are sharp and smaller, and gradually they becomes the food producer. But in Paleolithic age, they are the hunter and gatherer. And the main discovery is the discovery of fire. But what will happen in the Mesolithic age? They become the food producer. They also started taming animals like cow, goats, sheep, pigs, etc. for their needs. And dog was the first animal to be tamed by the man. Mesolithic man protected himself from cold and rain with the help of animals' skin. They hide themselves, their bodies with the help of animals' skin. Gradually they developed in the Mesolithic age. After that, now today we are going to discuss Neolithic age. I hope you all are ready. So now I am going to start the Neolithic age. Neo means new. Neo means new. During this period, man prepared new stone tools which were harder and stronger. Neo का मतलब new होता है, और इस period में man, what does they started? They prepared new stone tools which were harder and stronger, जो बहुत ही hard होने लगे और strong, मजबूत. He became a skilled tool maker. अब वो तरह तरह के tools बनाने लगे. He started polishing and grinding his tools and weapons. So, do you know the life of the Neolithic people was not a constant struggle for survival? That was very struggleful because they were good hunter. They learned to organize hunting and store foods for the long winter. So they struggled a lot. After that, what will happen? His weapons included stone axe, knives, spears, harpoons, wooden bows, and stone tipped arrows. These are the forms of tools they were using. Now, the remains of such tools have been found in different parts of the world. How we know about these tools? Because the remains of such tools were found in different parts of the world. So, the places related to Neolithic age in India are Barzaham, Mehergarh, Chiran, Daujali, Heading, Halur, and Koldiwa. You can easily see these places in the map. Now come to the map. Here is the map, and you can see Neolithic sites easily. जहाँ पे स्क्वायर बना हुआ है वो सारे क्या है नियोलिथिक. Here you can see Koldiwa. Yes. Halur, Daujali, Chiran, Barzaham, everywhere you can watch. Mehergarh also. So with the help of map we can easily find the location of their living sites. Now come to the point. Now Neolithic man started growing grains like rice, wheat, etc. They also started farming and they growing grains like rice, wheat, etc. He regarded earth as his mother. जैसे हम लोग भी कहते हैं earth as our mother, they also regarded as earth as his mother and worshipped it. उनकी पूजा करते थे पृथ्वी की. The Neolithic man believed in the life after death. Very important point. You have to underline this point. The main crops grown by the early man and the Neolithic man, and the Neolithic man also believed in the life after death. मरने के बाद की लाइफ पे भी वो लोग बिलीव करते थे. The dead bodies or dead were buried along with the object. जब कोई इंसान अर्ली मैन डेथ करते थे in the Neolithic period, what they will do? They put some object with their dead bodies like pits, pots, tools, etc. that are used in their life. जो अपने जीवन में वो लोग यूज करते थे जिस भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स का वो सब भी रख दिया जाता था उनके साथ, उनके डेड के साथ, और दफना दिया जाता था. It was believed that they might need them in another life. ये believe उन लोग के पास, मतलब they were believing that they might use them in their another life. अगले जन्म में वो लोग इसका यूज करेंगे. The cultivation of crops and domestication of animals were the important achievement. Now, what were the main achievement of Neolithic man? The main achievement of the Neolithic man were the cultivation of crops and domestication of animals. We have to underline these 2 points. As he did not have to move constantly in search of food, he started leading a settled life. Now they also started their settled life. Now they don't move from one place to another. The settled life give birth to the institution of family. Settled life होने के बाद family बनने लगे, and due to the availability of time and opportunity, man developed new skills. He invented the sickle for cutting crops and grasses, axe for cutting trees. Nowadays also we are using it. Axe for cutting trees and grinding stones to grind the grains. गेहूं जो पीसा जाता था with the help of stones grinding. In the village also, some of the family members were using that stone grinder. Now, he also learned the art of knitting and weaving. उन्हें कपड़े बुनना भी आ गया था. Now, he started weaving cloths with wool and jute. Wool means they know the weaving also with the help of wool and jute. He carved little statues from ivory and bones. वो स्टैचूज बनाना भी सीख गए थे with the help of ivory and bones, हड्डी and ivory. Now, settled life also initiated religious practices. They also practices in the field of religious means धार्मिक प्रचार प्रसार भी वो लोग करने लगे थे, धर्म को मानने लगे थे. The most remarkable invention of Neolithic man was the invention of will. Here the invention of will is the most remarkable invention. So in each period there is some special invention. In the Paleolithic, the invention of the discovery of fire. So like this in Neolithic period, the invention of wheel. Now people use the wheels for making sledges and chariots. Now they also use the wheels for other objects like spinning and pottery. Pottery बनाने में भी काम करते थे. Wheels हो गए तो फिर वो लोग चक्का लगा के in the chariots क्या करते थे, अपने सामान को ये सब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह इजिली कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते थे with the help of wheels. Now you can see Neolithic tools and pottery in the picture. These all are the pictures. They were using the tools and pottery. Now the man of Neolithic age was responsible for developing the first pottery. The man of Neolithic age was responsible for developing the first pottery. In the beginning, the hand-made pots were dried in the sun. सबसे पहले जो हाथ से वो लोग pots बनाते थे तो उसको सूर्य की रोशनी में वो लोग सुखाते थे प्रकाश में और फिर यूज करते थे. Later on he learned to bake the clay pots. जैसे अभी हम लोग यूज करते हैं clay pots का, उसी प्रकार वो लोग भी अब उसको बेक्ड करके पकाने लगे. बेकिंग ऑन फायर गिव लस्टर, जिससे वो चमक आता था, स्ट्रेंथ मजबूत होता था, एंड ड्यूरेबिलिटी ऑल्सो मीन्स ज्यादा दिन तक वह चल भी पाता था. दे वर डेकोरेटेड विद कार्विंग्स ऑफ फ्लावर्स एंड लीव्स. उसको डेकोरेट करते थे विद द फ्लावर्स एंड लीव्स. इट मे हैव बीन ड्यूरिंग द बेकिंग ऑफ द क्ले पॉट्स in kilns that man discovered that metal is produced when some ore melts. Now it is believed that copper was the first metal to be used by the early man, discovered by the man during Neolithic period. The first metal to be used by them is called metal age, because the first using the metal that was copper, and this age was called metal age. After stone age it comes metal age. So hence the stone age come to an end and the metal age began when man started using copper tools in addition to the stone use and implements. So this period is known as Chalcolithic period. Chalco means copper. So what they developed, they know how to make the pots by hand. फिर उसको पकाने लगे किल्स में, भट्टी में, चिमनी जैसे आप कहते हैं उस प्रकार उसको पकाने लगे. उसके बाद फिर ओर्स बनाना उन्होंने सीख लिया मेटल को मेल्ट करके. कॉपर वाज द फर्स्ट मेटल टू बी डिस्कवर्ड बाय द अर्ली मैन, Neolithic man, and after that period is called metal age, and mainly we call it as the Chalcolithic period, as chalco means copper. Now you will be surprised to know that up to this period the events and stone tools were similar in all parts of the world. You will be surprised to know that up to this period, इस period तक आते आते the events and the stone tools were similar in all parts of the world. लगभग सारे जहाँ जहाँ ये सारे सभ्यता थे, civilizations, लगभग सभी जगह same tools, stone tools and copper peoples were using. But the use of metal revolutionized the process of evolution of human society. जैसे ही metal आया, it revolutionized the process of evolution of human society. उनके society में changes आया. Differences in the speed and level of development. Speed and level of development were noticed in different parts of the world. And thus Neolithic period was a step towards the development of civilization. Suppose if anyone asks to you which period is a step towards the development of a civilization, so mainly we call it the Neolithic period, because in the Neolithic period there are so much development comes. Now after completing this chapter, first we are going to discuss, first we have discussed about the Paleolithic age yesterday, Mesolithic age we have discussed, and Neolithic age also. Now it's a time of keywords. So first we have to write keywords of this chapter in a neat and clean writing. After writing these keywords, we have to write all the do you knows. Here is 1 do you know, 2, 3. Only 3 do you know we are having. We have to write do you knows. After writing these two, then we will start writing something to know in the fair copy, in the history copy. So now come to the point, come to the exercise. Now we are going to solve A, B and C part right now. First question, take the correct option. Which continent is believed to be the origin of mankind? Africa is the right answer. B. आप लोग सब अपने बुक में अफ्रीका में टिक लगाइए. Africa is the right answer to be the origin of mankind. When did man become a skilled tool maker? Skilled tool maker कब बने थे? अभी जस्ट मैंने आपको बताया है, Neolithic age में. They become the skilled tool maker. तरह तरह के tools बनाने लगे. The tools of Paleolithic man were made up of. Paleolithic man का जो tools होता था वो किससे बना होता था? Obviously stones, जिसको हम old stone age भी कहते हैं. Now the first animals domesticated by the man was dog. The first animals domesticated by the man was the dog. Now come to the fifth question. The early man traveled from place to place in search of food. First they were traveling from one place to another in search of food. Now come to B. Fill in the blanks. The greatest achievement of man during Paleolithic age was fire. F-I-R-E, fire. Fire is the right answer. Second, paleo means old and lithic means stone. That's why we call it old stone age. In India, the remains of Mesolithic man have been found in the region of, we have to write any two region, Ujjain and Jorwa. Ujjain, Ujjain and Jorwa. You can write any two region. Dash was the first metal to be discovered by man. Copper. Copper was the first metal to be discovered by the man, and we call this age as a Chalcolithic age. Now, Dash man believed in the life after the Neolithic man. In the Neolithic period, people think about the life after death. So in this way, we have completed A and B part. Now come to C part. The number the following sentences in the order in which they occurred in the life of the early man. सबसे पहले हम लोग यहाँ पे ascending order में इसको हम क्या करेंगे, arrange करेंगे. मीन्स कहाँ से इनका लाइफ स्टार्ट हुआ और कहाँ तक लास्ट हुआ, we will Philip. First, he invented fire. I think this is the first one. We have to write here 1 because सबसे पहले उन्होंने fire का invention किया. In 2 number we will write he started using bones and horns as tools. He started using bones and horns as tools. I think आप लोग तब तक साइड में लिखिए. First we will do, if the correction needs, then we will do the correction. And third, they move towards water sources. They move towards water sources. Third. Fourth, he covered his body with the skin of animals. Fifth, he started weaving his claws. Weaving his claws in the Neolithic period. Sixth, metal age started after the Stone Age. No, this is not sixth. The invention of wheel is the sixth. The invention of wheel is the 6th point. 7th point, he made pots. उसके बाद वो लोग pots बनाना शुरू कर दिए, फिर baked pots किए. Now 8 number we will write metal age started after the Stone Age. And total 8 points only. Now in series we have to write 1 5 4 8 6 7 3 2. 1 5 4 8 6 7 3 2. First is the invention of fire. Second is the he started using bones and horns tools. Third is the moves towards the water sources. Fourth is the he covered his body with the skin of animals. Fifth is started waving his claws. फिर कपड़ा वेव करना जान गए. 6th is invention of wheels. 7th point is pots. He makes the pots. And 8th last point is metal age started after the Stone Age. So today up to here only we have discussed. Now in the earlier classes we have started this chapter, and today we completed up to A, B and C part. Tomorrow we will do D and E part. Tomorrow we will do D and E part and value base, and also map skill also we have to do tomorrow.